Drake Maye is the most obvious MVP frontrunner, and I don't understand how it's a debate. The biggest rebuttal to that is Matthew Stafford. And to that I say, look at this. But I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, guys. And in today's video, as you guys already see, we're talking about MVP talk, guys. We're talking about some MVPs, some real deal-ish, some crazy shit going on in the NFL this season. I got a good case for this, and I want you guys to see it. If you think that is someone else other than Drake Maye, by the end of this video, your mind might be changed. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, before he was like Drake Maye really was talking about him as an MVP, he was doing shit like this, right? This is like week 5 or some shit like that. Everyone was like, oh my god, Stephon Diggs legacy game. But that's before he became a household name, right? But that's besides the point. First of all, before I even get into like the depth of it and like the stats of it, do you know how hard it is to be an MVP, to be a legitimate MVP candidate when all your games are at 1 p.m. on Sunday? Do you know how hard that is? Like, think about it. What other MVP has their games all on 1 p.m. on a Sunday? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You need like primetime games, nationally televised games, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, like consistently for like the voters and for the whole world to like see who you are. The fact that he's actually legitimately in the conversation and at the top of it, and all he's playing against the fucking like Saints and Panthers, that tells you who this guy is for real. All right, that tells you who this guy is. To add on to that point, I just want to show you a video of like what he's really doing this year that like is actually eye-opening. I think his best game he played against the Saints, right? He should have lit it up. So 3rd and 17, right? Shirt gets tugged, doesn't matter. Bomb, dime, absolute dime from his own 23. How many QBs in the league are making that throw? Like probably, like I'll say like Josh Allen, prime Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, obviously, but like that's pretty much it. That's it. That's the list. You know what I'm saying? Dude got a cannon of arm, right? But it gets called back on some bullshit pass interference. I mean, they really call this, bro. Come on, bro. A little love tap, you know what I'm saying? Every receiver does that shit, okay? All right, so now it's 3rd and 18, right? So what does he do? Literally the next play. Look where the ball hits him. Oh my god. Do you see what I'm talking about? That's like Puka or Devonta Adams, right? I'll just say random 2 names. That's gonna be a completion. Like that is a dime. Back-to-back bombs. So this is the type of quarterback that we're dealing with, bro. Like that's on back-to-back plays. That's a level of consistency and accuracy that not many QBs in the league are doing. I don't care who it is or what you're talking about. But I mean, that's just 2 plays, right? Bro, he leads the league in passer rating. All right, he leads the league in accuracy, completion percentage. He leads the league in average length of touchdown passes on 8.8 yards a game in his second year. That means that he's throwing bombs. And to that, I'm gonna ask you, to who? Who is he throwing these bombs to? That's what I'm saying. What other quarterback can you drop inside the Patriots offense as a quarterback, and then they're gonna be having this level of offensive success from the quarterback position? Bro, you can't. There's no other quarterback that I think would do some shit like that. It doesn't make sense. Bro, it's literally some Tom Brady shit. Coming into the year, they were ranked like the bottom 5, bottom 6, like wide receiver core, rightfully so, because who the fuck do they have, right? Now all of a sudden you guys are saying, oh, they have some nice receivers up in New England. No, it's Drake Maye. That's what an MVP does. That's literally what an MVP does. He elevates all of those around him. I guarantee you, like no shade, if you gave him someone like Puka or Devonta Adams, like he's probably gonna break the passing record. That's the type of player that he is, which is crazy. And you're gonna see it pretty soon. I think once he gets to #1, he's gonna like have like a 5,000-yard season. In my opinion, in my honest opinion, if he walked into Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce this year, like prime, he would also throw for like 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards, right? Like Mahomes did in his second year. Similar, some shit like that. And y'all are gonna be like, oh my god, no. But like, if you're a real NFL fan, you see what's going on here. But Amir, Matthew Stafford is the obvious MVP. Guys, look at this shit. Look at this shit. The only place that he hasn't beat is touchdowns and intos, all right? And you already know how I feel about that. Because look who he's throwing to versus look who's Drake Maye's throwing to, right? That's the only place. 32 touchdowns for. Crazy ratio, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's a reason why he's getting this recognition. But everywhere, literally everywhere else, Drake Maye hasn't beat. Completions, even though he has less attempts. Completion percentage. Yards per attempt, which is a crazy stat. He's throwing these bombs to who? Attempts, yards per attempt. Like, honestly, 20-yard passes, you know what I'm saying? All these shits. And it's just like, I'm like, damn. So when I bring up that, then what they start bringing up is, bro, he's playing against scrubs. Amir, it's because of the strength of schedule. That's why everyone who's playing his ass. Bro, and to that, I'm going to say 2 things. Number 1, whenever someone says that, it's not about who you're playing. It's about how you're playing. And second, what type of dumb I can't believe we're letting that argument slide. The schedule? Are we serious? Like, look at this. So, this is the strength of schedule this season based on your results from last season, right? The 49ers, the Saints, Patriots, Titans, Panthers, Cardinals, Jets, Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, Bills. The Bills, I don't know how they're on here. Seahawks, Dolphins, Falcons, Bucks, Texans. Okay, so you see what's going on there, right? The way it works is that if you're a dog shit team, you're gonna get dog shit teams on your schedule. Because why the hell would the NFL have you playing juggernauts if your team is shit? Which is why the Patriots have one of the worst schedules in the league, because they were dog shit. They were the bottom of the barrel team. 4 wins is gonna give you a trash schedule, right, bro? Nobody for the Saints, the Titans, the Panthers, the Cardinals, Jets, no one cares about their strength of schedule. Why? Because they're ass. They're ass, right? No one cares about their schedule, but you care about the Patriots. Why? Because they're good. Because they are good. That's what it is. Now, if you want to say they're frauds in the first round exit and shit like that in the playoffs, completely fine, right? We'll see in the playoffs eventually, right? Regardless of what you say or not, whoever's right, you're going to see the playoffs. But to say that's the reason why he's cooking them up, that's crazy. They were shit. They were a dog shit team. So obviously, if he fries, he's going to get recognition. I don't hear anybody complaining about Cam Ward's strength of schedule. I don't hear anyone complaining about Bryce Young's strength of schedule. I don't hear anybody complaining about Tyler Show or Spencer Rattler's strength of schedule. It's just this is how you know you're doing good, when people start to nitpick things, right? You know what I'm saying? Devontae Adams leads the league in red zone targets. He has 28 red zone targets, bro. And he has 12 touchdowns on 13 receptions. Do you know what that means? They get in the red zone, Matthew Stafford just, where's Devontae? Throw. You know what I'm saying? Which is exactly what you should do. The Patriots do not have a receiver in the top 10 with targets. Marquise Brown has more touchdowns. Hollywood Brown got more targets than anyone on the Patriots. Romeo Doubs. And he had Drake May second in the league in passing yards to who? To you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most MVP shit I've ever seen in my life. And like I said earlier, guys, it's hard as hell to be a legitimate contender for an MVP when all your games are on CBS at 1 p.m. on a Sunday, because the voters can't really see what's going on. They're gonna be, the national TV game is gonna be like some Kansas City versus like whoever, or it's gonna be like the Bills versus, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he's getting this much recognition on that schedule when they were a shitter of a franchise, guys, he's elevating the team around him. I think it's blasphemy to say that anybody else is the MVP right now. If we're comparing just Matthew Stafford and Drake May in terms of that, if you were to take one off the team, which team would drastically get worse? I'm saying Drake May. If you take Drake May off the Patriots, they're going back to being a shitter of a franchise. All right, that's not even, if you put any other quarterback with Devontae Adams and Puka, obviously they're not going to be the same as Matthew Stafford, but you're throwing to two number ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a chance. If you put anybody else on the Patriots right now, I'm telling you, that's just probably going to be slow. All right? I don't understand how this is a debate. I understand people don't like it because he's a second year, you know what I'm saying? The schedule and shit like that. But at the end of the day, you got to respect Grayson. You're going to see it throughout the rest of the season. He's the most consistent QB this year, and I don't understand how people are having a hard time with that discussion. But anyways, yo, that's Amir. Thank you so much for the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did I cap, or did I spit some facts? But I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Peace, yo.